Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Welcome to the Retire and Thrive show. I'm Chauntelle, and I have been navigating the waters of retirement for the past 4 years. And I am here to help you thrive and not make some of the mistakes that I made as you are on your retirement journey. You remember when we were working, all we could do was dream about the day we would retire and all the things that we were going to do. Now that we're here, it's easy to forget that long list of I'm gonnas. Well, listen, it's okay. We've all forgotten our list, but I'm here to help you find your list and work it out again. All right. It's time to thrive in your retirement. But before we jump in, make sure you've subscribed to this channel and join our Facebook community. There's a link in the description. Whether you like connecting on YouTube or you prefer Facebook, we've got you covered. We want you to share your thoughts, your stories, and the topics that you would like us to discuss. Listen, I have a teaser coming up. This month, we have a special guest who's going to share her experience with forced retirement due to a disability and the come to Jesus moments that have followed. It's going to be a powerful discussion. So don't miss out on that one. Make sure you're subscribed. All right. So today's topic, we are going to be talking about loneliness and understanding loneliness. All right. You ready? Let's get going. First, let's talk about what is loneliness. At its core, loneliness is truly a lack of being seen, known, heard, and understood. It's not about being the life of the party or getting invited to every event. It's a deeper feeling, a longing for connection. Now, we have to create this distinction because sometimes people think loneliness and solitude are the same thing. But let's get it straight. Loneliness and solitude are not the same thing. Solitude is being in your own presence away from others. Some people love solitude and they are not lonely at all. That would be me. I love solitude. I love peace and quiet. I love it. But loneliness, that's a deep ache of feeling unseen, unheard, and alone, even when you're surrounded by people. Loneliness is supposed to be a season, not a destination. Loneliness is just a season. It's not the destination where we stop, unpack our bags, set up camp for years. It's something we can turn the corner on and come out of. But listen, it takes intentional steps. Now, I know this is easier said than done, especially for those of us in retirement. If you haven't done the inner work to separate your identity from what you did for a living, it can be tough to move forward. Too often, we allow ourselves to stay stuck in the past, holding on to our old life, holding on to the way we used to do things so tightly that we can't see the joy and the purpose waiting for us in this new chapter. But here's the truth. You are not what you used to do. To truly thrive in this season, you've got to do the work of getting to know the new you. Once you detach from the past, you'll start to see the possibilities and the connections that are available to you now. So how do we turn this corner of loneliness? Have you ever thought about volunteering? One of the best ways to break out of loneliness is to help others. Try volunteering at a food bank or maybe even a nursing home. Giving to others can fill the void of connection in ways we may not expect. It's about being a part of something bigger than yourself. You taking the focus off of you and off of the inward and negative feelings of nobody understands me, nobody cares about me, me. What about me? Why don't people come and see about me? You're now taking all of that energy and you're focusing it outward to help somebody else. Because 9 times out of 10, there always is somebody who is going through either the same thing or something worse than what you're experiencing. And as you extend yourself out, you forget about what you're going through. And then what happens as you extend yourself out, somebody else comes in and they fill that void for you. But if you keep yourself closely tight, you can't get the help that you need, okay? Another thing that you might want to think about is finding connection. So many times as retirees, you lose connection with things. You lose connection with people. You forget how to be social, but you've got to find connections. So you can find connections through shared interests. Seek out people who share the same hobbies as you or the same passions as you. Maybe it's gardening. Find somebody in your neighborhood who likes to garden, or in your apartment complex community who likes to garden, painting, or even joining a walking group. When you connect over something you enjoy, those relationships start to grow naturally. Now, think about when you started your job and there was those one or two people that you're like, I don't see that. That is not my cup of tea over there. And that ended up being your best friend. But how did it start? You began to connect and the relationship began to grow naturally. So it's the same thing that you have to do now that you're retired. It doesn't have to be a large group. It can just start with one person. But you must build a support system. You must find at least one or two people you can trust. These should be people you can be vulnerable with, whether it's a therapist or a mentor or a great listener who won't judge you. Have someone to share your thoughts and feelings with can make all the difference in the world. Remember, we all have the need to be seen, known, heard, and understood. We all need that person who reminds us we are not alone as we walk out this journey. All right. So, as we close up today's discussion, we want to remember loneliness is something we all will experience at one time or another in our lives, but it doesn't have to control our lives. You have the power to take small steps toward meaningful connection. And in this community, we are here to help you along the way. I hope that I have provided you with some actionable points, some thoughts that you can apply to your life this week. Listen, I don't want you to go, oh, that's a good idea, and I might do that next week. No, start this week. Start from the moment you've heard this particular video. Apply one of these points. Find new community. Find something that you can sow yourself into so that you can come out of your own world. Now, I know once you go out that door, it's very peoply out there and more peoply than we want it to be. But you do have to make connection. All right. Okay. I would love to hear from you in the comments. Let me know what you're thinking, how this particular video caused you to have that epiphany moment where you're like, I really didn't think about loneliness like that. When you really understand what loneliness is, now you know how to combat it, okay? So I want to thank you for spending time with me. I really do hope that today's discussion was beneficial to you. Don't forget to subscribe and join us on Facebook. And remember, loneliness is just a season. It's not a place where you unpack and stay. And I want to say something to you. If you're feeling stuck or you need some extra guidance, we've created the Retire and Thrive Planner. It's designed to help you write out what you're feeling. I don't know if you all have heard this, but there's a Bible verse that says, write the vision and make it plain. And they that read it, they can run with it. We've got to learn how to begin to go back to writing. When you write your goals, your thoughts, your ideas, what's got you stuck, you begin to see what's really going on. But when it's all in our head, we allow negative thoughts to come in. You might have an idea that you wanted to do when you were retired and you forgot about it. and it's been stuck up here in your head. But if you write it out, you'll begin to see the steps that you need to take to see that thing come to maturity. All right. So this planner is full of prompted pages to help you begin to walk through some things that we never really talk about once you're retired, but we all experience them. So go look at that planner. There's the link is out there in the description. And it gives you the whole overview of what's all inside of that planner. We even added some coloring pages in there from our coloring book collections. I love to color, but from our coloring book collections to help you relax. Your mind needs to be able to relax from all the thinking that we do, and we need those moments of relaxation. We even have some word search puzzles out there just to help you relax. All right. So this planner is designed for you to use on your computer, on your phone, or if you're like old school like me and you like to touch it, print it, see it, smell it, you can do that also. You can print it out. As long as you're doing the work, this particular planner is designed to get you unstuck, but you gotta do the work. So look in the description and you'll find the link. All right. So it's definitely been a pleasure being in your life for these few moments. Let us know the topics that you want to talk about, and we will get it all set up and get out here and start talking about those topics, because there's no point in us being retired and not thriving. We're not supposed to retire and die. We're supposed to retire and thrive. So come on and join me on this next chapter of thriving. All right. I'll see you all next time. Bye.